that I learned is how it's really different when you plan a session plan and you have your report writing. When you do that for university and it's just a case study or that sort of thing, it's very different doing that and then actually having a client and knowing them and knowing their family, and even writing a report becomes very different because you're not doing it to get a 7 or whatever, or to pass the course, but you're doing it because that's going to help that family get more support, get more help, or just, yeah, it's a very different experience. So that's something I found quite different. The other thing that I learned, or another big thing that I learned, is how important it is to be playful, especially because it's a pediatric placement. It's really important to have fun, or have the children have fun, because that's going to make them more comfortable. That's going to mean that the therapy has more effect. They're not coming in and they're not really anxious or nervous being around you. And yeah, I think it's something that sounds easy, but it's really hard to combine being playful and being a therapist in one.
I think one of the things I've learned is that it really is okay to have fun with kids and be a little bit silly with them. And also that plans can change at any stage, and you have to be ready to just completely change a session.
So the first thing that I've learned is that I've learned that I actually really enjoy kids and working with kids. So I learned that I would really enjoy to work in an OT pediatric clinic. The second thing is that I've learned a lot about autism. Most of my clients have had a diagnosis on the spectrum, so I've learned how differently the condition can present in different people.
I think placement here, the main thing would be communication, just within a team, with children, with parents, with just a lot of different people, and just how to change the way you're going to say things, with language, your therapeutic use itself with different people, and that's one of the main things. And clinical reasoning, because clinical reasoning is very big here. So I'm learning to articulate your clinical reasoning.
Use the therapeutic self, because I work at a department store, casual, that's how I get my money. And I work with quite a few adolescent kids there. So I'm used to being around 13, 14-year-olds through to up my own age, and I just talk to them normally, like how I talk to my friends in uni, and that's the type of environment it was. So I guess that therapeutic use of self is that I had to recognise that some of these people that I was seeing were 13 years old, and that I can't talk to them with the same language that I would with somebody who's a bit older. So that meant that when you're trying to give strategies, you don't say strategy, you don't say things that will help you, because it's not age appropriate. You say, oh, so these are like superpowers, and how you get these superpowers that you exercise like a muscle, and then you become awesome at this. So not really with that amount of intonation. So I'm going off track. So therapeutic use of self, and a second thing which I really learned was how to manage my own stress through the day. So as you can see, I'm a very outgoing kind of person. Many of that, outgoing, no idea what you mean. And so with that type of personality, naturally comes with quite a bit of stress, especially with I find environments which are unpredictable or are a change for me, a bit hard for me to get over that like new hump of getting used to it. So for me, learning what I actually need for my own self-care was another big thing which I learned.
That was really great, Rosie. What are the 2 biggest things that you have learned? So working with this.
So 2 of the biggest things that I've learned on placement and really appreciated was the experience to work in an interdisciplinary team. So we had the chance to be in a clinic where we worked alongside a speech pathology or a speech language pathology student who was in 4th year, and we actually ran a clinic and had clients with them. So we also had the opportunity to work with a speechy clinical educator, and I really found that a really awesome, really I found that a really really amazing opportunity to have their perspective, learn tips and tricks that they use, understand what their goals are for their clients, what they're looking to achieve in sessions, and how our two areas overlap and how we can actually mix our goals together to produce a session. Another thing I really very much something else I very much enjoyed, thanks Helen, was actually seeing and being a part of real sessions. So in uni we're doing a lot of session planning as assignments, but it's all well and good to read it on paper, but once you actually see how it works and what practical things need to be in place and how flexible you do need to be at times, it's a lot different to assignments. So something else we really learnt the importance of was communication and having relationships with the parents and the teachers. So without the parents and the teachers' support, you can write all these reports and give all these really amazing recommendations for the students to help them succeed, but if they're not implemented, we've really wasted time, and what was the point, almost? So we really need to establish communication with the teachers. If you're able to, having sit-down meetings with the parents and teachers, explaining your reasoning, what your recommendations are, but also asking, do you think you'd be able to implement this? Is this something that would fit within your routine? Do you have the materials or resources available to you? If not, is there some way we can support you to obtain them or create them? What about OT is being holistic and considering the whole person and their world. So the teachers and the parents, these are the people that are seeing them 24/7 and are going to need to be and are there to implement the strategies and the recommendations we produce in reports and recommend to them. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I hope you understand.
Being flexible in a session, it always doesn't turn out what you planned for, so being flexible and turning a session from a plan-based to a very client-centered one. So adjust your plan, as I said, be flexible, adjust your plan based on the client's performance.
What proprioception is and how to clinically reason.
Time management, I think, is a huge one, and the ability to communicate with clients. I think I had it a little bit, but in a therapeutic way,